Hey, I got a question. I got a question.
Yeah,
Buffing. I want to say it wrong. Axe. What is axe? What would you call axe?
axe polishing paste, as they call it. It's
Polishing. Polishing paste. I forget. Axe. I,
it's carnauba wax with some Demetrius earth in it,
yeah. Well, I know the folks
maybe
that make
some
it.
linseed
I
oil.
had cans of it out in the shop before the shop blew down. But do you use it or you don't use it? Now, let's hear
I
some
don't use it.
opinions out there today.
I don't use it. I don't use it. It-
I've
It's
never
it's it's a sanding process that has allowed folks to stop at that step and consider it a final finish. It doesn't hold up to touching. It doesn't hold up to just sitting and looking at you. So I
You're
don't know.
right.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not sold on it. And I know there's
You're
many people that pay it extra money and so that they can show that little can of stuff that says Axe on it in their YouTube video, and to each their own on it.
Ron, yeah. You were getting back to Axe. I use Axe and I like Axe, but I know I'm not supposed to say it, but there's certain applications that I use it for. And I don't like Dane. I don't use it as a finish on just sealed wood. I like to use I use Waterlux gloss. I like the high gloss shine. And
Yep,
if I
I do
take
too.
that Axe and I use the Axe over top of that, once it's good and dry, it knocks that shine out. Some people don't like that gloss. And that'll take that shine out. And then I polish it and that puts a wax finish on it. But that's how I use it. And it works good for me in
Yeah,
that application.
it'd make a good sanding medium for your final
Yeah,
finish, right?
it's like 1,000 grit sanding.
Right.
And it just takes it down to that, just takes that little sheen off that some people don't like.
Right. Takes it back to like a matte sateen.
Like a matte. And I don't, I'm not buying all these different kinds of finishes. I use Waterlux gloss on pretty much anything anymore, except for sand and sealer.
So you want to so whenever I've got commission work for a sateen matte finish, so I'll bring it up, maybe not as lustrous as I normally do for my shiny stuff, but it's still got that, it's going to reflect light on it. And so being out here in Arizona, obviously got to have a pool, so I've got Demetrius earth, and so I keep a little bit of DE in a prescription bottle, and I'll take my cotton rag and I'll soak or saturate the end of it, just 1x2 or 2x2 rag with linseed oil. And then I'll dab that into the Demetrius earth, and I'll do this, same concept, different medium, but it does the same thing. And DE is super cheap.
Yeah, before I used Axe, Kim Tippin did a video one time about making your own, and
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, and I did make my own. Matter of fact, I still have some of my own, and
it's probably dried up now though.
No, it's still usable. Yeah, but Axe, I like Axe better than the homemade stuff.
Yeah, Tom's got the, for what it is, he's got that formula down. So
yeah, he does.
And for what it is, I mean, I'm not knocking the product per se, but it's a sanding application.
Yep.
As I came in, there was a discussion going on about the Axe products. This is purely Axe. That's just what I do usually. It is a great product to use after you put other things on as well. I think Waterlock was mentioned. I've done Waterlock and then do the axe on top of that. I've also done lacquer, put about 16, 17 coats of lacquer on, use the axe abrasive just to clarify the surface of that lacquer. And it does a marvelous job at that. So whatever, that's just my thing. Your mileage may vary.
Did you say
as Matt
17
said.
coats?
Yeah,
Woo.
when I do lacquer, it's usually in that neighborhood. I like to go 3 or 4 coats, let it cure,
Yep.
12 hours or so. Then I knock it back with a Scotch-Brite, and then build up. And when I'm satisfied with the depth, I will usually use something like the axe or maybe even a white Scotch-Brite just to take the surface, make it real nice and clear. And then I'll just one quick coat and polish it. And I'm done usually at that point. Thank goodness. I'm usually tired of it by then. But lacquer, as far as I'm concerned, lacquer is a long, involved process. But it does give you a great finish.